मौज सुध 2 दिवस संवत 2021
गुरुवर संवत 2021
मध्याह्न 2:30 बजे मिला इससे ईस
मध्याह्न 2:30 बजे मिला इससे
देह सभी मिथ्या हुई जगत हुआ निसार
गुरुवर जगत हुआ निसार
हुआ आत्मा से तभी अपना साक्षात्कार
हुआ आत्मा से तभी अपना साक्षात्कार।
Hari Om kids. Yes, today's Bal Sanskar class is focused on the self-realization day of Pujya Gurudev, which falls on the 27th of September this year. Pujya Bapuji says, millions of people every day celebrate their birthdays, wedding anniversaries, and death anniversaries. But there are very few enlightened souls on this planet Earth. And hence, this celebration of self-realization is also a very rare event. From whom Krishna is Krishna, from whom Shiva is Shiva, and from whom Rama is Rama. The one who realizes the oneness of such soul divine feels that the Supreme, which is greater than the sky, smaller than the atom, and greater than the greatest Parabrahm, Paramatma, is my true self only. All living beings want to work less and attain more happiness, and that happiness should be permanent and not fleeting. Our inner true self is the only thing that is found without hard work, and once found, it never goes away. This is called self-realization. Self-doubt resides in ourselves that, am I the consciousness form? Am I really the universal soul in the infinite universe? This doubt remains till the last moment, but one makes efforts and Sadguru's grace when digested, then the illusion of existence is broken. The subtle state of the intellect, the firmness of faith, the blessings of Sadguru, when all three come together, that's when Shishya or disciple is ready for self-realization. We are born in God, we live in God, eat and drink in God, but till date we have not realized Him. Isn't that very strange? This strange matter cannot be understood at once, but one finds a celibate Sadguru like Prata Smarniya, Pujyapad Sri Leela Shaji Bapu, then the cycles of birth and death end. Let's start today's Bal Sanskar class by remembering Pujya Gurudev. Tank Vidya. All children will now do Tank Vidya.
Take a deep breath through both the nostrils and hold for some time. Now releasing the breath, do the japa of Om without opening the mouth, with your head moving up and down in a manner that it gives pressure on the larynx. The process should be continued till the breath is completely exhaled. It can be practiced twice or thrice. Benefits: the lung capacity and immunity power is enhanced by this experiment. Diseases related to thyroid are cured. Japa and meditation done after this exercise provides extra benefits. It opens the door of Ida and Pingla nerves and awakens Sushumna nerves as also the Vishuddhakya Kendra.
Om chanting. Now all the children will chant Om.
Om 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 Prabhu Om Om Om
Surya Om 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 Hari Om Om Om.
Mantra. All the children will touch the place of tilak with the ring finger and say the mantra.
Om Gam Ganapate Namaha. Om Gam Ganapate Namaha. Om Shri Saraswate Namaha. Om Shri Saraswate Namaha. Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha.
All the children will close their eyes in the prayer mode with folded hands.
ॐ गजाननं भूतगणाधिसेवितं कपित्थजम्बूफलचारुभक्षणम् उमासुतं शोकविनाशकारकं नमामि विघ्नेश्वर पादपङ्कजम् अभिप्रेतार्थसिद्ध्यर्थं पूजितो ये सुरासुरः सर्वविघ्नच्छिदेव तस्मै श्रीगणाधिपतये नमः.
We salute at the lotus feet of Lord Ganpati, who has the face of the elephant, served by the ghosts, who devours wood apple and java plum, the son of Uma, the destroyer of sorrow, the controller of obstacles. We salute Sri Ganadipati Dev, the one who pierces all obstacles, worshipped by the ghosts for the desired accomplishment. TRATAK time. Children, now all of us will do TRATAK. TRATAK increases our concentration and memory power. story time. Children, it's story time now. Children, you must have heard the name of CHANGDEV Ji Maharaj. He pushed back death 14 times with yoga and lived for 1400 years. He meditated and saw that GYANESHWAR Maharaj would come to planet Earth. He would be a self-realized soul, and only by surrendering at his feet I would get self-realization. Sant GYANESHWAR Maharaj did appear. When CHANGDEV Ji came to know, he went to see GYANESHWAR Ji. He had so much of yogic power that he made a lion behave like a pet horse and he sat on it. He used a poisonous snake instead of a whip. After traveling with 1,000 disciples, he reached Alandi and sent the news to GYANESHWAR Maharaj. He thought that GYANESHWAR Maharaj would see how CHANGDEV is coming and he would stand up to welcome him. GYANESHWAR Ji understood that CHANGDEV still had the ego of yogic science. He has to get self-realized, but the pretense of I am also something is still present. GYANESHWAR Maharaj Ji was born with special abilities. He gave orders to the platform on which he was sitting and the platform started moving. Seeing this, CHANGDEV Ji's intoxication subsided. I have managed to subdue the living beings, but his determination has subdued the dormant platform. Then he bowed a little and he said, I have come to you. I am begging for self-realization. Please help. GYANESHWAR Ji said, if you want to attain self-realization, then one head will have to be given as a fee. CHANGDEV Ji was arrogant that he had 1,000 disciples. He called all his disciples and said, once I have attained self-realization, then I will grant self-realization to all of you. I just want one head now. Who is ready to cut off his head now? One by one, all the disciples fled. Hearing this, CHANGDEV Ji's ego was completely shattered. He fell at the feet of GYANESHWAR Ji and said, Maharaj, I surrender my head. GYANESHWAR Ji said, I don't need this physical head of yours. I am a great yogi. I am 1400 years old. I have thousands of disciples. This ego is your head. Offer this. CHANGDEV Ji became humble, and then GYANESHWAR Ji gave him satsang discourse. Muktabai preached Mahavakya to him, and he attained the position of Brahm. Despite being in the body, beyond the body, in spite of being in the sky, beyond the infinite universe, due to the existence of oneself, the same non-dual experience, CHANGDEV Ji got the knowledge of Brahm. You see, children, from this story we learn that no matter how much of yogic powers been attained, till the time you do not surrender your ego at the feet of Brahmagyani Sadguru, the spiritual practice is incomplete. The soul does not attain perfection. Quote of the week. Knowing oneself and one's soul is the greatest achievement of all. Apart from this, whatever achievements are there, even if all the deities become happy, even then the journey is incomplete. Narsingh Ji Mehta rightly said, that is, unless one does not recognize the self, all spiritual practices are false. Glory of Indian culture. Importance of Kirtan. Children, you must have done Kirtan of God's name at satsang. Do you know why we do Kirtan? Chanting of God done with devotion destroys all sins. Scientist Dr. Diamond experimentally proved that by listening to rock and pop music, dancing to these tunes, our vitality is diminished. A healthy person's hands can lift a weight of up to 40 to 45 kgs. But a person who listens to rock and pop music, his capacity is reduced to lift only 10 to 15 kgs. Whereas Indian classical music and Hari Kirtan leads to rapid development and increased vitality. Thousands of millions of years ago, Our sages taught that by doing Hari Kirtan, the body and mind get healthy and sins get destroyed. Everyone should do Kirtan with clapping, dancing in the spirit of God. Unintentionally, they get the result of acupressure therapy also. Their life becomes rhythmic, the disorders of the mind, sorrow, grief, etc. get destroyed, and they drink the nectar in the form of the name of Lord Krishna. That is why Tulsidas ji has said, consume the medicine in the name of Ram with true intention. Organ diseases should not be spread. The diseases should be eradicated. Do's and don'ts. Between 7 and 9 o'clock in the night, the brain is particularly active. All the lessons learned during this period are remembered very quickly. Hence, one should not waste time by watching TV and should use this time effectively and for studying. Festival special. Children, this year from the 26th of September to 5th of October, it is Navratri. Do you know why we celebrate Navratri and what to do during Navratri? The first 3 days of Navratri are dedicated to the worship of goddess Kali, in which chanting is done for the retirement of one's evil deeds. The second 3 days of Navratri are dedicated to the worship of Lakshmi, so that we become worthy of righteous wealth. The last 3 days are for the worship of goddess Saraswati, so that wisdom can be acquired in this lifetime. During Navratri, students should chant Saraswati mantra and meditate on Surya Narayan. While reciting Gayatri mantra, rice pudding should be offered to the Lord. Offering prayers to God in front of fire should be done by offering 21 to 51 offerings of rice pudding. During Navratri, the mantra Om Shrim Om should be chanted. Those who have financial issues at home, they should chant the mantra by lighting a lamp at night. Om Shrim Rim Klim Am Kamal Vasinaya Swaha. Health tips. Navratri fasting. Children, Navratri comes every 6 months. Autumn Navratri comes before Ravana's slaughter and in the second spring before Ram Navami. Both of these seasons are disease causing. These days, if a person does not fast for Navratri, then he becomes a victim of serious diseases. In the 3rd chapter of Devi Bhagavad it is written, by fasting during Navratri, chronic diseases and disease-causing particles of the body are destroyed. Sins are removed, our mind becomes happy, intellect and tolerance increases, and one gets rid of hellish births. If you cannot fast for 9 days, then fasting for the last 3 days still gives the fruits of Navratri. Yogasan. Sun salutation. Children, Surya Namaskar or Surya salutation has very good effects on the circulatory system, respiratory system and the digestive system of the body. With regular practice of Surya Namaskar, along with physical and mental energy, our thinking power and memory power also increases. No other thing in the world has as much curative power as the sun. In the morning, after retiring from the restroom and taking a bath, lay a blanket and stand facing east. A total of 12 asanas are included in sun salutation as shown on the video. All 12 asanas should be done one by one. progressive vision. Dear students, in spite of thousands of obstacles, one who does not leave the path of self-control, virtue, service, meditation, devotion, and the grace of the self-realized Guru, he becomes a liberated soul, a great soul, and also does welfare for his entire family. You need to become such an admirable person. Homework time. All the children will recite Sri Asha Ramanji on Pujya Bapuji's Self-Realization Day. During Navratri, all the children will chant Saraswati Mantra. Please write down in your diary if you've completed both these homeworks. Question and answer time. Question number 1. On which date did the self-realization of revered Gurudev take place? Question number 2. Which three things happen together when self-realization takes place? Question number 3. Who became the Guru of CHANGDEV Ji Maharaj? Question number 4. What did the Guru of CHANGDEV Ji asked as fee? Question number 5. What is the biggest achievement? Question number 6. What happens when you listen to rock and pop music? Question number 7. Who is worshipped on the last 3 days of Navratri? Question number 8. What should be done between 7 to 9 pm? Question number 9. How many asanas are there in sun salutation? Narayan, 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 Narayan. With this, our today's Bal Sanskar class concludes. Children will meet again next week with a new knowledge enhancing topic. Till then, Hari Om.